All right. Here I have a division inequality, and how do I know it's division? Yeah, you're like, wait, that's a fraction bar, which is also known as division. Okay, so what's happening to t? It's being divided by 9. What undoes division by 9? So what am I going to do to both sides? Multiply both sides by 9. Good. Yeah, and you can say 9 is 9 over 1. So what happens to those two 9s? They cancel each other out, become 1. What's 1 times t? T. What's 16 times 9? 1, 4, 4. And what happens in the direction of that inequality?
Stays the same.
Stays the same. Why does it not switch directions?
Positive multiplication, not negative.
Yeah, did I multiply both sides by a negative? No, so I don't switch to inequality. Go ahead and graph that solution on your own. So get a number line, and hopefully you're figuring out Mr. A wants it like this. So go ahead and graph your solution. And then I'll ask a few of you how to do that. Philip, what number goes to the right? What number should I put here? 145. On the left? Good. Hagen, what kind of circle goes on 144?
Closed.
Closed. Anna Grace, why is it closed?
Because it's greater than or equal to.
Good. It's greater than or equal to. Alex, which way should the line go?
To the right.
To the right. Drew, why is it to the right?
Because t is greater than 144.
Good, because t is greater than or equal to 144. It's anything that's bigger than 144. Okay, now what numbers could we check to see if this is really true? Like, can you give me a number? What should work? It should work. Okay, 145 should work. 144 should work. And then 145, good. 145 divided by 9, that's like 16.1, 16.2. Is 16.1 greater than or equal to 16? Yes, so that's why 145 works. Would 143 work? No, because that'd be slightly less than 16. And is any number less than 16? Listen how I'm going to say this. This is kind of odd, but listen. Is any number less than 16 greater than or equal to 16? Did you hear the question? Is any number less than 16 also greater than or equal to 16? No, that's a contradiction. You can't be both of those at the same time. All right, that's my graph. Good job. All right, let's look at another one here. C divided by -4 is less than or equal to 2. Natalie, what's happening to C?
It's being divided
By
by -4.
-4. Eva, what do I do to undo that division of -4?
Multiply by both sides, -4.
Okay, -4 multiply on both sides there. Okay, good. What happens to this -4 and that -4, Jack?
They're canceled.
By the way, what's a -4 over a -4? +1, and that's what we wanted. So I'm left with C, which is good. Darius, what's 2 times -4?
2 times -4 is -8.
-8. And Hudson, what kind of symbol goes in the middle?
Less than or equal, or greater than or equal to.
Give me a final answer. Which one?
Greater than or equal to.
What? Wait, why is it greater than or equal to Josiah?
Because when you multiply both sides by
Good. When you multiply or divide both sides by a negative, then you have to switch that sign. All right, graph that real quick. And then I'm going to go through the checking process because that can get tricky on some of these. Mary, what kind of circle goes on -8? Closed circle. Jackson, which way does the line go?
To the left.
So C is greater than or equal to -8. So what does it mean by greater than?
Oh, to the right.
To the right. And listen, what gets me thrown off even after years of looking at this is when I look at what kind of numbers? Negative, because I think initially sometimes, isn't -9 bigger than -8? I mean, it doesn't sound bigger than negative 8, but it's actually not. So negative 7 and all those numbers are bigger than negative 8 or greater than negative 8. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. This checking can be a little tricky. Do you remember the last problem when I put my number, I got like 16.1? You have to divide that out to figure that decimal number out. When I check this solution, I'm going to pick a number. I'm going to pick negative 4. Does anyone know why I'm going to put negative 4 to check to see if that works? Why negative 4? Alex?
Because it pretty much cancels out because negative 4 over negative 4.
Yeah, so what's negative 4 divided by negative 4? 1, right? Is 1 less than or equal to 2? Yes, so that's why negative 4 would work. And then on this side, I'm going to pick negative 12. Why would I pick negative 12, which is out here somewhere?
Easily divisible by 4.
Yeah, it's divisible by negative 4. Or we can say negative 12 is a multiple of negative 4, so make your life easier. Okay, if I didn't pick negative 12, what would be another number to pick? Negative 16 or negative 20 or negative 24. Okay, so multiples of negative 4.
Could you do 8?
Yeah, negative 8, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, negative 8 divided by negative 4. Positive 2. Uh-oh. Is positive 2 less than or equal to 2?
Yes.
Yes, that's why we have the closed circle. So you guys see why closed circles and open circles are not the same? So you're like, yes, do this and Mr. A will be happy. Okay. If this did not have the equal to sign, would this be my graph?
No.
No. What would be wrong with the graph?
The clone to see it.
Yeah, because let's check it again. If I close this, what's negative 8 divided by negative 4? Positive 2. Is 2 less than 2? No, that's why I wouldn't leave that closed. But that one is closed. All right. Oops. We got to get a little tougher, right? Oh, man. They're coming, guys. The fractions, the decimals are coming, and let's see if we can handle them. If you don't know how to do them, that's okay. You're not alone. There are many people who are still, at this point, even next year, they're like, what do I do? First of all, are both sides simplified? Are both sides as simple as possible? No. Okay. I'm looking at the left side. I have one term, two terms. I don't know what x means. Is there a number in front of x? It's a 1. You guys remember that? Okay, there's a 1 there. Are these two terms like terms? Okay, what does it mean to be like terms? Same variable with the same exponent. So they both have an exponent of 1. You don't have to write that. Okay. So really, am I not just doing 1 minus 1/2? Isn't that what I'm trying to do to combine those? 1 minus 1/2. Okay, some of you know what the answer is, but if you don't, I'm going to help you out because some of these aren't as clear. Can I just subtract these the way they are if you didn't know what the answer was already? Some of you are like, I know it, but can you do it just the way it is now? Not really, but isn't it 1 over 1 minus 1/2? Isn't 1 over 1? Can I add or subtract numbers with different denominators? No, so I have to get a common denominator. What is the common denominator here? Lana?
2. That's 2.
2. So what am I going to multiply the first fraction by? 2 over 2. So I get 2/2 minus 1/2. Do I now have common denominators? Okay, if I have common denominators, I can add or subtract the numerators. 2 minus 1. It's 1. What do I do with that denominator? Keep it. So what is 1x minus 1/2 x? 1/2 x. That's a long way of going through it, but hopefully you guys understand. Okay, I got 1/2 x equals, 1/2 x is less than 8. Do you guys remember we talked about this yesterday? I could divide both sides by 1/2, or I can multiply by the reciprocal. What's the reciprocal of 1/2?
2 over 1.
So I'm going to multiply, you can either say by 2 or 2 over 1. Either one is equivalent. What happens here? What's 1 times x? X. And then what's 8 times 2? And what happens to the symbol? Stays the same. Notice I'm trying to trick you there? Did I trick you? A little bit. But you're getting it. You'll get it little by little. All right. Drew, what circle goes on 16? Open. Oh, that's not what I have. Which way should the line go, Brad? Left. Michelle, can you give me a number to use to check? Give me a good number. Don't give me a hard number, please. What's a good number to check for the correct answer? See if you can think it through. Let me ask you this. Is 15 a good number? Why not?
Because it's not a multiple of 8.
Okay, it isn't a multiple of 8, but really what I'm looking for is it easy to put in here? 15? Well, what's 1 times 15? 15, that's not too bad. What's 1/2 of 15? 7.5, so 7.5. What's 15 minus 7.5? 7.5. Is 7.5 less than 8?
Yes.
That's why it works. But some of you are saying, how'd you get that? What would have been a better number to choose here, maybe?
14, 12.
An even number. So 14? I heard someone say. What's 1 times 14?
14.
And what is 1/2 times 14?
7.
What's 14 minus 7? Is 7 less than 8? So 14 works. What's a good number to pick that should not work out?
18.
18 or 16 wouldn't work. Or
20.
20. Anything even. Okay, so I hope you guys know how to pick those. All right. I want you guys to do this one on your own. This is all you. When you get your solution, you need to have a graph. If you put the graph correctly, we can move on as a class. I'll give you a few minutes for that one. And my question is always, are both sides simplified? You must answer that before you start doing something to both sides. So are both sides simplified? Is the left side simplified? Yeah, you can't do anything else to that. Is the right? All right, go ahead and figure that out. Do this here. All right, once you get it, check an answer. Put an answer there, see if it works. If it does work, great. If it doesn't, sorry.
These two cancel out.
Can I see your pencil? It's technically -4 over 1.
Mm-hmm.
So do I have the same number in the numerator as I do in a denominator?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so this is numerator. This is so a number over itself is 1 over 1. So that's why they cancel out. Because the same thing as the numerator as in the denominator.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and we'll keep going over those because they get a little bit tougher. All right. I need an answer. And I need it in the graph. And I need it from Sophie. What number did you get here in the middle?
16.
Okay, now I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just going to put what we get.
I mean, like 6. Sorry.
Okay, that's right. I'm going to put what I get, and I'm going to check it. So 6, positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay, what kind of circle goes there?
Close.
All right, where does the line go?
To the left.
Okay, she says to the left. And I'll fill in some spots here. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, what number should I pick to check it? I'm checking it. 4. 4 divided by -2. -2. Excuse me. What I said, not what I wrote. Do as I say, not, what was that phrase? Not as I do. All right. -2, we said, yep. All right. Greater than or equal to, what's -9 plus 6?
-3.
Is -2 greater than or equal to -3?
Yes.
I think I said that right. Okay, yes. What number should not work according to this graph? Not work.
8.
8 is a good number to pick. What's 8 divided by -2?
-4.
-4. And we said that was -3. Is -4 greater than or equal to -3? Do you ever say something you're not sure if you said it right or wrong? Have you ever had that? Okay, I unfortunately keep getting that. I think I said that, but is this true? No, that's why it's not part of my solution. How many of you got this? Yeah. Yes, you may. Okay. Any questions on that? Do you guys get what to do here? I have one more problem for you. Then you're gone on your homework. Okay, listen to me carefully. If you get this next problem right, the next screen will be the homework, and you will be able to get started with that. If you get it wrong, though, I will give you an extra problem to work out, and then you can get to your homework. So no pressure.
Wait, so how many of us have to get it?
No, you have to get it personally. When you get it right, you move on. You get it wrong, you just have to do another problem. Any questions before I... And it's okay if you have to do an extra problem. It'll just give you more practice. That's okay. Behold. There you go. That's it. Have hope. Who thought of this, though? Not me, guys. I didn't think of this one. Just saw it and it looked good. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a little help. I'm gonna give you a little push here because I don't want to throw you off. You can try it on your own, but if you need that help, that's negative I over 3 plus 2I over 3 is less than negative 30 minus 4. Did I say that right? Okay. Look at both sides. Do they look simplified? No. And I'm looking at the right especially. I'm thinking, I think I can simplify that. Can you? What's negative 30 minus 4? Negative 34. Okay, I could do that. So at least I got that part. The second part might be a little bit trickier, but we're going to pull things that we should remember. Okay, is there a number in front of I?
Yes.
It's negative 1. In this case, right, negative 1. All right? Great. How many terms do I have up here?
2.
Good, 2. That's hard to see, but yeah, there are 2. Are they like terms?
Yes.
How do you know that they're like terms or not? Have the same variable with the same exponent. So yeah, you have I to the first. So they are like terms. But how do you combine them? Look at it this way, guys. Do you remember how I can write this kind of fraction as negative 1/3 I? Do you guys remember that at all? No? Okay, here's a reminder. You got the negative 1I over 3. You can rewrite it as negative 1/3 I. Okay? If you can do that one like this, does anyone know how to rewrite this one? Plus, what do you think? Good. 2/3 I. Okay? You just rewrote it. It looks maybe not better for you, but it is workable. Although that was workable too. Are these like terms we said?
Yes.
Yes. So don't I really just have to add negative 1/3 plus 2/3? And you know what's nice about this problem? You have common denominators. So what's negative 1 plus 2? 1. Keep the same denominator. And then what's that variable? I. So what's negative 1/3 I plus 2/3 I? 1/3 I. You may continue. That's a push. That's like a dragging you through. You will come with me through this problem. So now you finish it out. You have an answer? Okay, hold your answer. Sorry, because I want everyone to try it. And then this is what I have left. 1/3 I less than negative 34. So solve that. If you're done, I will come and check it. Oh. Okay, if I say yes, on the next screen you'll do the homework. If I say no, on the next screen you do the problem below it. Yes. 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 It's okay. Yes. Hey, next time. Yes. Yep. Where's it pointing? Sorry, I'm going to come around. I can't see that far. I'm getting old. I'm going to blame that on old age. It's a negative. Yes, sir? Oh, let me get the homework. Just a moment. Just a moment. Yes. Close.
Where's your multiplication?
Yeah, I got 2 and 4, but then I switched around because I got this.
Yeah, I think, where'd you get that 6?
That's okay. Just finish that up. Yeah. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's wrong.
Just draw that arrowhead. It's right. Okay.
This is why. You see how you divide it by 1/3?
Yeah.
You could do that, but if you do stay, change, flip, it's negative 34 times 3. Can you ask somebody? Sorry, Brad.
All right.
Sir, I have about the negatives.
If you got it right, you go ahead and start 1 through 9 all. If you got it wrong, just do this problem. It's not bad, and trust me, it's for your good. What kind of circle is that?
It's open. I mean, that means it's like
Yes,
not.
I believe
filled
you.
in.
Just make sure it looks clear. And if you get done with that bottom problem, just start working on your homework, then I'll come and check that one.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do the next one.
Did you get the other?
Oh, right. Never mind. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. So now you can go to the
All
homework.
right, yeah.
Do you know what happened on that last one?
Yeah.
And it's you were really close. The number was off. You would have gotten it.
I got negative. I didn't get negative.
Do you know why you're supposed to get a negative?
Because negative 34.
Yeah, that's okay. So,
Mr. A, I'm just sure that I still.
That's okay.
you can hear me talk.